Hello. Today is Wednesday, July 29th, around 3:30 p.m. I officially took off my fairy star. This is significant because it was a gift from my high priestess. The gift from my tarot study was a piece of amethyst, and the gift for my completion of my rune study was a fairy star, because I'd always wanted one, but I hadn't got one. I thought it'd be cool to have because she had one. Honestly, thought it'd be cool to have because she had one. And she was someone I looked up to. She was one of my spiritual leaders and someone I cared about a lot. And she got me a fairy star as a gift, and I didn't really take it off. It fell off in my sleep once or twice, and I had to find it. And from there, I was so happy to have it again, and I wore it all the time. I wear it everywhere. I don't even take it off to shower because it's the strong cord, so I figured it'd be fine. But I never take it off. I'm literally always wearing it. And part of me, with all the drama that's been going on with my coven, thought it was inappropriate to wear. With all that I've been hearing has been said about me, what I've been seeing and screenshots from people, all of the drama that happened in the group chat, and knowing that she's talking to people who she probably wouldn't publicly announce she's hanging out with, but telling them that talking to them in private. She won't talk to them at her house. She won't tell people she's hanging out with them, but she'll hang out with them. And I know she does that. And it's that's fine, that's whatever, but still. She told them that I compelled her current boyfriend, my ex. We had a thing there. And her. She said, telling them that I tried to compel her. And I've never compelled anyone. And the fact that she's spreading these lies about me, and I've asked for space. I've asked for people to stop talking about me. I'm done asking. I've blocked everyone that has said either shit that is wrong based off of rumors and lies, blatant harassment, if they're making jokes at my expense, if they're doing anything that is a manipulative tactic in any way, or that is a form of bullying, or that is causing me problems, when all I asked was for everyone to stop, I blocked them. Because I have to have self-respect. And part of that is taking off my fairy star, which shouldn't be a big deal, but I wanted to document it because I can't keep wearing it, especially when it reminds me of her, and it reminds me of when we were all good and people weren't just blatantly talking crap. I have screenshot from where my high priest invited over my friend and technically their cousin, but they're not cousins oh, we've been cousins and best friends for ever. They're we're friends, but I'm suspicious of you all the time, and I'm shady as fuck. And on Wednesdays we wear pink. That's my coven right now. It's just, they held a gossip party. They said, hey, do you want to come bitch about our high priestess, our founder, and one of our rising priestesses, priestesses in training? Do you want to come bitch about them? It was a comment from my high priest, which is extremely disrespectful, and to me, it illustrates a lack of control over the coven from our high priestess. It illustrates a lack of respect. And when I asked my high priestess, I told her I wanted everyone to stop. I wanted everything to stop. She said she told people to stop, but the fact that she's still trying to talk about me. She visited my house and tried to bring my, topic up on my own home that I pay rent on, and it was shut down. But the fact that you would try to disrespect me in my house, fuck you. But she hasn't stopped either, so it was bullshit, and she lied to me. And I don't lie. I'm accused of lying all the time, and I don't lie to people. If I lie, it's I'm kidding, and I'm joking, and those are different. if you're picking at someone, or if you're trying to protect yourself by just telling only the parts that are necessary for a situation. You don't have to be full disclosure transparent with everyone. That's bullshit. That's some I don't know what the term is, honestly, but that's some form of bullshit that I think stems from the love and light. Like, no, I have nothing to hide, and if you ask me, I'll tell you. But if I feel frightened and scared, I'm not going to just tell you, like, every piece of my life story. Like, why would I just put all the shit out there for you if you don't actually want to know, or you just want to tell people? Like, they held a gossip party. My high priest held a gossip party to talk about. That's what I'm calling it. It didn't have a name. It was just inviting people over to talk shit about other members of the coven and about our other leader, which hasn't spoken up. And some people have talked about this might be some form of financial or classist situation of why he's rising up. I don't think it's sexist intentionally, but with their Wiccan background, I would think that the high priestess should have, if not the equal, like we thought she had with him, then a higher level of authority. But he's just kind of governing everyone, and she's not either stepping up or she's only talking shit in the background. And personally, I wanted the gossip to stop. It's childish. It's harassment. I was told by one of the members of the coven that, speaking on behalf of my high priestess, so no, my high priestess didn't say it directly to me, but this is what they spoke on behalf of my high priestess's household and their own, and another priestess who lives there who's never had anything nice to say about me, but whatever. In their opinion, they said that their household believes I'm impetuous, reckless, and neurotic, and that while that alone is not dangerous, that it could be dangerous if not watched, which all came from the fact that I asked my boyfriend not to tell the world we were dating because of the specific circle of people who've been harassing me, and I had heard them say they were worried he would molest me if we hung out as friends, because this is one person who cared about me. So I hung out with them regardless of their bullshittery. And then after we started dating, they started talking about how he's not socially safe because I've told my coworker who I trust that we were dating, but I didn't tell them. And he's been telling them we weren't because I asked him to tell, like, not to tell people. So he just said, no, we're not, because it doesn't bother him to say that. It does not bother him at all. Now he's fine with telling people because I'm telling people. And I told him he can tell people because now they're saying, like, I've heard, like, I compelled him into the relationship because people think I'm compelling people. I've never compelled anyone. This all started because of some fuckboy who likes to say that people compelled him. Like, honey, nobody's compelling you. Grow the fuck up. We're all adults. Get your shit together. Take responsibility for your own actions and for your own inability to self-discipline. Okay? How about that? How about that? Fucking, I've heard that I compelled him, or I have some other kind of magic spell on him, or that he's not socially safe because he didn't want people to know. It's like, no, I've talked to him before. You wouldn't know this because you're not in the fucking relationship, so I'm not talking to you. But me and him are talking. And I've stopped telling people about when people say fucking bullshittery. And people get pissed off at me. They're like, why'd you send my screenshots about my... Don't fucking say it to me without your, like, without the intent for people to know. Because if I just say it happened, people think I'm lying. Or they think it's fake. Or it's like, oh, you're just, like, making it up. Like, no, I'm not exaggerating anymore. Now I'm reading straight from text, or I'm sending people fucking screenshots. Don't fucking say it to my face. Don't fucking text it to me if you don't want people to know. Don't do that shit. I'm done. I won't even explain the situation to people anymore. I just send them the whole fucking combo. Like, you can read. Because if I tell somebody, somebody's going to say I'm lying. So now I just send the whole damn thing. I save them. I started saving them. Now I got to find a bunch of them because I've just been collecting them and putting them in one folder, so it makes it easier. Like, here's the bullshit. There's over 100 images. I know, because people are fucking assholes to me and they act like it's not a big deal. Some of the interactions that I've had with people have been in person, so I've just been hitting record on my fucking phone. Yeah, maybe illegal to record someone without their permission, but it's also fucking against the law to harass someone and bully someone. And, like, the suggestions I've been given by these people that were my coven, the people I love and care for and have done so much for, and I just asked for space. I didn't even leave the coven. I just asked, can I have some space? And, like, stop talking about me. And specifically asked for space from 2 people. And, like, I was told that if I wanted to stop, that I should relocate. Yeah, I should fucking move. Instead of being decent fucking human beings, I should move. And then apart from that, like, it's so disheartening to know that my high priestess, who I asked, don't contact me on a personal level, send me my priestess studies, that would be appreciated, blatantly disregarded it. The first month, she sent me a couple, like, article video things to, like, look at and give her a response to. Since then, it's been nothing but, oh, I heard this happen in your personal life. Okay, I didn't tell you, so that means you're listening to what other people say, or you're fucking spying on my Instagram but not following me. I noticed that. I blocked them. I'm not fucking dealing anymore. Actually blocked everyone who was saying fucking bullshit or agreeing with bullshit, or saying they were neutral but then agreeing with the bullshit people and then disagreeing with the people who said, like, be your own fucking person. So yeah, blocked. Let me see. Then they were only, like, messaging me, like, occasionally about personal stuff. They didn't message me anything about my spiritual stuff. And they got upset before about my breathing exercises, saying I wasn't doing them, and that was the only priestess exercise they gave me, really, besides energy work. And, like, I told them I was struggling because I was experiencing panic attacks and other PTSD symptoms from different things I've had to deal with. And their response was, well, you still haven't told me why it's important, why this is the first lesson you learn. And I'm like, okay, it's because I'm struggling to do the exercise because of actual problems that are, like, physical. And some of them have been increased because of your fucking current boyfriend who jacked off at fucking work, which causes me panic attacks at work. And I'm just getting over those. Thanks for asking. But, like, so you don't care that I'm having, like, actual problems. Like, separate the spiritual from, like, the emotional. Just understand I'm having other problems and you're not helping me, and I'm having to look and look and look for other things to do because I need help. So you don't care. And when I told them I needed space, I was given a big fuck you because everyone just has to, like, bombard me with shit. So it's like, oh, I am mentally unwell. I might be on the verge of suicidal tendencies. I just need a fucking break from you people. Just too much drama for me. Thanks. And then it's kind of just like, fuck you. You're required to do this. You're required. Fuck you. Like, no, I'm not. This is for my physical and mental safety. Please stop. And I was met with, like, fuck you, the equivalent in actions of fuck you. Like, you can be polite and still say fuck you, just like you could be love and light and still say fuck you, but in your actions. And that's what I got. My high priest also demonstrated that he, like my high priestess, does not care for my spiritual development or my mental stability, because we were doing this study with him and I seemed to be doing all the work and he just would never really respond to anything, and, like, I knew he wouldn't, but, like, I'd send him something and he'd be like, oh, that's great, and then nothing else. And then I know he's still doing the study with my peer, I guess, if he still is, but he hasn't contacted me on it. And, like, there's no point in asking him, because even his partner said, oh, well, she's not doing her shadow work, she's not doing it, so, you know, this is why bad things happen to her. I'm like, I was afraid to do my spell work because of all the things people have said about me, so I took down anything that wasn't, like, bare bones, like, barriers and, like, wards, like the ones that are in physical stuff. And, like, I quit doing any spell work that wasn't just prayer, and the stuff I declared wasn't, like, didn't need to be dismantled, but I took away and pulled all my energy back from everything else. And, like, I was being attacked for over 2 months and didn't even know, because, like, I was just dealing with all the bullshit hitting me. And then one of my friends was like, are you okay? It seems like you have a bad luck, have a bad day, like, have, like, a shitty time, cloud, literally GPS tracking you. Are you fine? Like, what's going on? I'm like, that explains a lot, but I've just, you know, not been protecting myself, because anytime I do magic, I'm accused of doing X, Y, or Z that's negative, so I'm just dealing with this, and it's just, like, bullshit. But, yeah, this has just been, like, a real moment. I wanted to talk about bullying and harassment. I'm going to have a more in-depth video on toxic spirituality and some of the issues that people deal with who are either on the spectrum or have other issues like anxiety disorders, depression, different phobias, and kind of a more personal video on that. But yeah, I just wanted to document this day that I took away this necklace that I really loved. I took it off already, and, like, I keep wanting to grab it. But yeah, sometimes covens are gossip fucking mongrels. It's like I joined the mean girls, and it's bullshit. And, like, I wanted to say it out loud because I'm not afraid anymore. And this gossip shouldn't be a thing. I feel like my spiritual leader should care more about my spiritual development. I feel like I shouldn't be dealing with this form of harassment. I feel like we shouldn't just, like, when I left the group chat that we had, I got the copy of all the screenshots of people talking, and, like, a member who's not, they're saying they were going to remove me from the chat because I'm not in the coven anymore, but I didn't leave, and no one's spoken to me about it at all. Like, no one's talked to me about it at fucking all. Everyone's talked to me about other bullshit occasionally, even though I asked for space, but no one's come to me to ask me about these things they've been saying. They've just been saying they've been happening. They said I left the coven, said, talked about me compelling my housemate, talked about me compelling my boyfriend. I've compelled my high priestess. I compelled my ex. I compelled all these people. And I'm like, wow, I get around, apparently. Like, damn, this is a great soap opera. I wish I was watching it and, not living the fucking aftermath of it. Like, I don't know what's going on. I've never been this person, so this is interesting. But, it's bad. It's bad, and they don't talk about that. Like, gossip can be a thing. And it's just hard. Gossip is fucking hard. And, I got screenshots, and people who aren't even in the coven are in this chat, so they shouldn't have tried to say they were going to remove me. And then they said a whole bunch of bullshit, and they're like, but you can come back. Like, that's two-faced, and that's rude, and that was my high priest. And, I see you. I see you, just like I see me when I say I'm fine. That's in my shadow work, that's my word. I'm fine. It's the lie that's everyone keeps telling, is I'm fine. I'm fucking not. I'm also tired of just that general bullshit. Someone who's not even in the coven that apparently nobody likes is what I've heard, but no one's going to tell them that to their face. I would. I've told multiple people, well, the reason why you're not invited to things is because no one likes you. Yeah, it fucking hurts. It's rude to be honest, but I'm going to be fucking honest. Why don't you get invited? Well, no one likes you. And you're not friends with the right people. That's why. That's why you're not invited. That's why no one talks to you. That's not why no one actually gives a fuck, because they don't like you. And this one person who apparently nobody actually likes was like, and the trash took itself out. And with that, I'm leaving. Okay, bye you guys. I'll update with a new video that's actually relevant to something on another day. But thanks for listening. All right, bye.